Sanibonani Dumelang, Absheni, hello. Hope you guys are good and awesome wherever you are. My name is Felicity Vuyisontoda, aka Sister V, and this is the hashtag Ungabinovalo. Our episode 3, baby. You know how we do it. As you all know, Ungabinovalo, it's all for the people, about the people, things that are going on in Kasi, for people to recognize the talent that we have. People that are doing amazing work. It's for the people that, you know, who have been through a lot, but you know what, giving up has never ever been an option. And what a way to start my August month, Women's Month, my first woman actually, who podcast. How exciting is that? My guest, Nogolide, Precious Mpange, founder, CEO, director at Gold Designs. Sweetie, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Are you awesome?
I'm awesome.
Thank you so much for your humbleness, accepting our invite. It really means a lot. Because I remember when I actually first saw your work, it was Bosch.
Yeah.
Was holding. She's like, no man, yazenvi. And then via WhatsApp, she's like, oh, there's this amazing woman. She's doing amazing things. I'm like, okay. So when we were actually talking, Masingita was like, V, you need to bring a guest, especially now that it's a Women's Month. I was like, man, click. There's a woman that I actually know, and that actually was introduced by Bosch, and you're doing amazing.
Thank you so much.
You are doing amazing.
Thank you so much.
And by the way, Sista Studio Sakege, Gold Designs. You're doing a lot.
Thank you so much, Sisi.
Can you please introduce yourself? Tell the people who you are, where do you come from? It's fun to us.
Alright, so Gold is Nogolide as known. Kaya, they know me as Nogolide. People know me as Gold. I prefer Gold as well. Because I get, like, I will say, my name is Nogolide, and then the next thing, oh, Magolide. I don't know how it switches so quickly. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell? How did we get to Nogolide so quickly? I grew up in Orange Farm. I studied fashion design, but I will start from the beginning.
Yeah.
Right? So I've always been passionate about fashion design. I knew from a very young age, literally from grade 3.
Oh, yeah.
I knew I was going to be a fashion designer. I always dreamt about it. I always talked about it. So I think one person that supported my dream has to be my dad.
Okay.
So I remember, so Nkulele Extension 1, right? And in Jessica, it's an RTP small house, right? Yeah. And now, I remember I was Ropini. I had like something written, passion for fashion.
Okay.
Right, yeah. So, since I think probably I drew that years at grade 4. And since then, I like literally everything that I did, everything, Manolala, I would dream about designs. I would wake up maybe 2 a.m. in the morning and sketch.
Wow.
Because I don't want to like forget what I saw in my dream. Yeah. So every time, I think that kept going. I think when I was in high school, that's when I was like, it was persistent. Every time I would sleep, and I'd have this crazy design, and I'm like thinking to myself, okay, and so maybe like Pele. Yeah. I would take maybe, obviously I didn't have a sketch pen. Yeah. I would take 72 pages there as a schooling. Yeah. And I would sketch there. Yeah.
Oh, that's
so powerful. Yeah. So that's how it started.
So you believe in dreams?
A lot.
Oh gosh.
A lot.
I believe in dreams so much. And it makes I actually feel happy to hear you say that, because it was time for you to wake up and draw that sketch so that tomorrow you will remember you know. Wow, that is big. So hashtag makeup artist, hashtag fashion designer, hashtag hairstylist. So like from head to toe.
So back to primary again.
Yeah.
Right. So in primary, I used to wear my mom's makeup. Back then, we eyebrow and lipstick.
Yeah.
That was makeup for the people, right?
Yeah.
So I'd wear lipstick, I'd wear eyebrow pencil.
Yeah.
So I remember there's even a picture that we took when I was still young, and so Dala, I'm a phone going and I'm a camera, right? So there would be maybe layo, or petty camera, and then the next thing, hey now with the camera, Puman, something on, you know. So my view with the camera, I'm like, gold smear. I'm busy in the mirror.
Oh,
I'm busy. Lipstick, eyebrow pencil. I'm out. And that is like the craziest picture I have of myself with makeup on, and I was still in primary school.
Wow.
So that's when I knew, oh my gosh, I love makeup.
This is for me.
Yeah, I love makeup. I used to get into trouble in high school for wearing makeup.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'd come in late. Obviously, because obviously because very busy, especially eyebrow pencil, trying to hide it, make it not look very visible, but unfortunately teachers did see it.
Yeah.
So I remember going on my memory to it. I mean, finished secondary school.
Oh
so,
yeah. Oh
nice. Yeah. So Mpange, I'm late, number one, and there's something about my face that is weird.
Yeah.
I don't find number. So she said, Nogolide, what's that? You know, so I'll just ignore that, like I didn't hear anything, go straight to class and be like, I know my teachers are ignorant. Most of them were like male teachers, so I would get away with it easily. Yeah. So that was me.
Okay.
That was me.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. Because I actually checked out your name, like Nogolide golds, but a yellow metallic element that occurs naturally in pure form.
Yeah.
Your name says it all.
It says it all.
Yo.
It says it all. I think, you know, one thing about me and my talent, I feel like every time I think of myself, I think of me as in everything I touch turns into gold. Yeah, so that is how I embrace my talent. I know whenever I touch somebody, I want to turn them into gold. I want them to feel confident. I want that, you know, quality to come out of them. And I feel like that is has been a goal for me. But also now it's becoming a reality. It is a reality. Yeah. And I grew up with confidence issues as well. So my goal has always been, you know, bringing out the best in people, making them feel really good about themselves. You know,
because you already know how it feels.
I know.
When you don't feel good about
yourself. You know, confidence is everything. Confidence is everything. And when you live your life and there's something lacking in you and you always judge yourself thinking, oh my gosh, I'm ugly. Oh my gosh. You know, there's imperfections about me that I don't like so much that I feel like hiding. You know? And so I thought to myself, when I grow up, I want to change that. I want to for that little girl who feels that I'm not beautiful enough to at least wear makeup and think, oh my gosh, I look so pretty. Not that the makeup is making them look beautiful, but because it's bringing out that inner confidence that they don't have in themselves.
I definitely get you. So I want you to tell me, what is gold to you?
Wow.
To you.
To me.
What is gold to you?
I think for me, gold has to be a feeling more than just, you know, seeing it, right? I mean, gold is something that glitters, right? And when you see me, definitely, you see something that I shine.
Yes.
Whenever I walk into the room, something happens. I don't know how, but something happens. And when that happens, people feel a certain way, right? And I also get to feel some kind of way. Because I'm seeing how they're looking at me, and I feel like gold. Right. So it comes out naturally now that because wow, people I'm getting a lot of attention. And I think it's for a good cause. I think it's positive. I'm not thinking, oh my gosh, it's because I look ugly or anything like that. Yeah. So it's more than anything, it's a feeling, but what brings about that feeling?
Yeah.
Right? It is how I look. And then in turn or as a result, I feel good about
You feel
myself.
good about yourself. Just to add on that, ayikho into emnandi like feeling good about yourself.
Yeah.
You know, even forget about the clothes, forget about the makeup.
Yes.
But when you feel good and feel good, I am confident. That is 100% par. Just imagine myself feel so good, so great, so sharp, you know. And I think that's one thing that you really need to show the youngsters. It's not about the clothes. It's not about the makeup. It's not about whatever. But it's about you receiving yourself. You know, how do you feel about that? And if you're not feeling good about it, what are you making out of that? You know, what are you changing out of that? Because I feel with Mpange, they're not patient. You understand? They're not patient. And it's a problem because already circle that also dominates into suicidal thoughts and stuff. So the question that I want to ask you is that moment when you felt ukuthi yabona manje like ikunzima for me, or mhlawumbe uhlanganisa i-gold designs izinto zingahlangani the way wena ufuna ukuthi zihlangane ngakhona. What is the drive? Like, what is it that pushed you, you know, ukuthi uqhubeke and be gold designs, be Nogolide, and keep on shining no matter how hard things were at that time, but you kept on pushing?
You know, when we grew up, there's this term, peer pressure.
Yeah.
Right. And for me, you know, I always felt like I don't wanna put myself in that position because I feel like, you know, gold is something special.
Yeah.
And you can't just give it to anyone, right? And so I knew what my name meant for me, but it never really made sense, right?
Yeah.
So I was always alone in my thoughts, right? Always thinking to myself. I never played with other kids. You know, I was always, you know, in my head, I was thinking to myself. Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was. And even now, I don't think I'm not, I feel like I'm equal, so in my mind, I don't stay here. But I stay here because I want to bring change into the community because I know how it feels to grow up in this area, right? But Mina Anklali Orange Farm, because when people think about Orange Farm, they think informal settlements, they think it's, you know, all kinds of negative things.
Yeah.
So I had to kind of like put myself in some kind of world and say, Mina, actually, you know, whatever they say about Orange Farm, I'm not there. Mina, in my own world, in my head. So that is, I could escape anything. Influently escape it because Mina,
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
In my own world.
In your own world.
Yeah, exactly. So that alone helped me to not be associated with things that are negative, you know, things that are, you know, alcohol, you know, I never really did that.
Are you serious?
Yeah. No, I didn't do it. No. No. I never, like, until I finished my high school, until I finished probably university.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I guess.
So it was easy for me to just not be involved in you know, kind of things. But obviously, I did have my own challenges.
Yeah.
Because I'm in my own world.
Yeah.
So you can get caught up in that world.
Yeah.
And start thinking negative.
Yeah.
Right. So you have to fight that feeling. Yeah, suicidal thoughts. I had those. Right. Because I'm always constantly on my own. So that thought can easily encounter it. Right. Because there's no distraction. Right. Yeah. There's a lot to say.
Yeah,
It's a story and a half. I would write a book about my life, but like,
Yeah, wow, that's actually wow. Like I was
no.
Well, like you, I don't know, you are self-disciplined.
Yeah.
And I'm sure even Nasekaya na kupuma pon.
Yes, there was a lot of discipline.
A big role.
Yeah. I think my character as well, because you know, my younger sister, she's not very young. Like I'm a year older than her.
Okay, cool.
Right. Yeah, but that time was like thing. And you know about when I'm engine, you know what happens?
Oh yeah.
Mama, her frustration is just shouting. She's like, oh yeah. You know, I'm getting all the ambush. Exactly.
But I think it's because of you're the older sister. So
yeah.
But another thing you need to know, you're the one who needs to take care of her.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like I'm super great to actually hear that, especially from Indomazana Yasekasi. Not to say Ubuti, when you are a woman or a girl from Ikasi, you're corrupt.
Yeah,
you know?
that is true.
But there's a lot of distractions, Ikasi. You understand? And that is actually amazing. That it shows Ubuti self-discipline.
Yeah.
Because Utatela easy. That is why I'm like, you never. I'm like, where do you live?
Yeah, because I think I wouldn't have been able to start my business if I wasn't self-disciplined.
Yeah.
Right. Because you know, I think you learn those things from a very young age.
Yeah.
Once you start at a very young age, you know you can escape anything.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You cannot be easily influenced.
Yeah.
I mean, if peer pressure still exists,
it does.
I have peers who are doing things, and I'm thinking to myself, it's easy cash though.
Yeah.
But you know, Mina, I have to constantly remind myself, hard work pays. You don't have to do certain things to find yourself winning man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, it's a tough world. It's a tough world. I mean, a lot of ladies are doing a lot of things.
Yeah. And I can them nandi njengoba uthi imali yakho. Usithengele into ofuna ukuyithenga ngesikhathi sakho, mayikhalele. You don't need permission.
That's true.
That's the most amazing thing.
Yeah.
So can we go to Nogolide as a fashion designer? Because I saw your pictures, like you're doing weddings, a baby shower, attires. I'm like, what?
Well, yeah.
So you start everything from scratch.
Yes.
You have your thing maybe in Wang, and then you start everything from scratch.
I do that.
Yeah.
You know, when it comes to fashion, I just had to go study it.
Yeah.
You know, just way to make sense to me, right? Because I felt there are technical things that I won't know.
Yeah.
That even if it's a gift from our parents or from God, those technical things, those things, and for you to do a pattern your bust, what do you need to do, what measurements, you know, so those techniques I had to. I literally had to. So when it comes to creating things from scratch, I do have an idea. And an idea starts from me sketching it, right? But now how do I make it fit Umundu? Umundu is a complicated, like, your piece of, your artwork.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine how many different shapes?
Shapes, yeah.
Plus, shapes differently. Omunye tiny waist, omunye egg. Mara, way too is size medium. You understand, right?
Yeah.
So, which means me now when I'm creating something and it's a size medium, is it really gonna fit a size medium? I don't think so. That's why you find there are things that just have to be tailor-made. Yeah, so that they fit perfectly. I think personally I've struggled with a lot of clothes because I was chubby, mangkula, and a lot of things didn't fit me right. You know. So I always felt, oh my gosh, I just have to be a designer because I need certain things to fit me right. Like for instance, I don't wear jeans, right? I don't wear jeans because I had a problem with jeans. They never fit me the right way.
The way you want them
yeah.
to fit, yeah.
So I was like, I need to be a fashion designer so that I can make my own pair of jeans. But the other thing is, I'm not used to wearing them, so I'm not interested in making jeans anymore.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah. When I was so young, obviously my peers were wearing jeans and all that. My mom never bought us jeans. It was really
Oh yeah.
Maybe you know. 6 pockets. You know. No baggy.
No tight fits.
No.
No, I definitely get you. So can you please tell me about the fashion library?
Fashion library. Okay, fashion library is fashion show. There's a guy who's hands on with that one, right? So I was invited to go attend it, and there's an event also this year. So it's where all local fashion designers go and showcase their work.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's plenty of reasons why it is time, obviously, to attract customers. To it's just building your profile.
Yeah. So did you do some maybe designs for yourself, or just to showcase it? Do you have to bring your own model as well? How does it work when as a fashion designer who maybe, let's say, I'm a runaways and like your fashion shows and stuff? As a fashion designer, obviously you have to come with your own clothes, and when again masokwazi ukushayela makeup, because I feel and believe ukuthi ama-fashions are not the same. Khona lawa ukuthi ngathi awasekasi, and then khona lawa ke you're top notch and stuff. So in terms of lawa, maybe let's say maybe a fashion library, did you have to make up your own artist? Obviously you dress them. Did you have to bring your own models and all that?
Well, it is up to you to bring your own models. When it comes to makeup, they already had a makeup artist, or they had makeup artists. Right? Yeah, so they have their own makeup artists. The only thing you do is either you request to have models, or you bring your own models.
Okay.
Yeah. So the range or the clothes that you're gonna showcase there are your designs. I mean, I already had like designs from varsity, because when you're doing a third year, you create a range of clothes. So that range, you go home with it. So it is your range.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely. Yeah. And then the Minky collection for summer. I saw some of your amazing pics. I think it was Kona 3 sets on Facebook, and then a 2 set. So for this summer, are we having one?
Well, let me tell you, Mink is my sister, right?
Oh,
so we work together. We have projects.
Says Minky collection. Okay.
So we have projects that we work on together.
Okay.
So when I started my business, how I started my business, so I was working for a company before COVID.
Yeah.
And so I got that job January, and when COVID hit, obviously everyone was panicking, and I was obviously the last one to come in before COVID.
Yeah.
So you know what happens, right? The last one to come in is the first to go out, right? But that wasn't really the situation. There was just a lot that was going on, in the workplace, and I'm guessing that it was just for me to see how the industry works, so that I can go open my own thing, right? Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, COVID, like,
yeah.
But I'm sure for you, like, you've gained a lot.
Yeah. So back to Minky collection. So how it started is when me and her decided that, okay, so I had money that I was saving.
Okay.
So when I lost my job, and she wanted to start a business, a fashion business.
Yeah.
And then I said to her, oh my gosh, you want to start something to sell clothes? Can I join you?
Nice.
So I'll pop in some cash, you pop in some cash.
Yeah.
We start buying clothes, we sell them, So that was easy cash, right?
Okay.
That was easy cash because I didn't have to make the clothes from scratch, which means I don't need to bring a sewing machine. So it's fast. you know. So that is how we established this Mindy collection. Even now, we're actually working on something together. So she wants to drop something. That is her collection.
Oh, nice.
Right, yeah. So personally, I just do tailor-made clothes for particular individuals who just feel like or I saw something and I want you to make it for me. Yeah.
Okay, and the hair journey, how did it start?
Wow, the hair journey, it goes back to the dreams.
Okay. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So I had a dream. So I just saw hair lying on the floor, like bundles of hair, like weaves, right? I was in Eastern Cape at my grandmother's house, and so my late grandfather then had a meeting, right, for us, and I was part of the meeting, and there I saw hair just lying. Yeah, no, yes, I know I love hair because back in high school I used to just do it as a hobby, you know, maybe twist, this and that, and I used to do my own hair. I used to braid I used to install my own bonding, right? So, and I felt with no one can do it like me. Like, yes. Yeah, so I felt like, no, I get home to this the way you so I had to do it myself for it to come out the way I want it to come out.
Yeah.
And that lesson I learned from a very young age when I went to a hair salon, and we had requested for them to do a particular thing on our hair, and it just didn't come out the way we wanted. And from then I was like, no, I don't want to go there because
do this now.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm capable of doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I saw that dream, it made sense because hair is also part of my journey.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I've been doing it, but I never knew it was gonna be a business.
Yeah.
And actually, when I started selling hair, even I'm faster than even the fashion, faster than the makeup.
The makeup,
You know, and actually people trusted me with their hair back in varsity. So I used to, when weaves when they were coming in, I was one of the first few people, more especially because I'm coming from Johannesburg.
Yeah.
I'm attending university in Eastern Cape. So definitely it's the
understand. You're hooking them up.
So they trusted me. So I'm telling me, hold, you know, and back then I never thought out actually, can I make this a business? You know, can I make a business out of this? Because my focus was mainly on so people trusted me with their hair.
Yeah.
So everybody was thinking, you know, like gold. I want to say Brazilian.
Yeah.
But I wasn't that temple and that's you're back in the Eastern Cape, everyone is Mjase.
Yeah.
Like temper, then that's a pleasing, you know, and so forth and so on. And I guess even with makeup, people would approach me. We love how you do your makeup. Can you please do us our makeup?
Yeah.
So during summer graduations, because you know obviously I'm doing my second year, and I was a graduate, and they would say, "Gold, let's makeup for graduation." You know, you know, like terrible. So I would do their makeup. Like making yourself so cheap, probably no more 30 rand.
Yeah.
Oh my 50 rand. You know, exactly. So that's how the makeup business also started, or the vision of, you know, because people trust me with this and they see me doing it and they're like, oh my gosh, you can actually do our makeup.
Nobody can take it away from you.
That is true.
No one. So can you tell me about the challenges that you have faced in your business as a design, like from head to toe? Ama challenges or facing as a businesswoman, as a hashtag makeup artist, hashtag fashion, you know, everything or every profession that you do. What are the challenges that you have faced?
Oh, plenty.
Yeah.
Plenty. I mean, starting a business is very hard. Starting a business is very hard. It's not easy. It's not something that, it requires patience, right? Yeah. So when you're starting your business and you're trying to establish yourself, the first thing is, where am I going to get the clients? That's the first challenge, right? Will they trust me? And people will challenge you, especially if you're new in business, right? They will have discounts. You don't know how to handle that, and you're desperate. Yeah. You want to get your work out there. Yeah. Right. So the first challenge was that when I was starting my business, I wasn't making profit. Okay. I wasn't making, because I really want to make this work, but they don't want to pay. Yeah. Yeah. So I would reduce my prices just to prove my work. At least in one, like I can do this, know. And also I need practice, right? Yeah. I need to practice, more especially makeup, even clothes and etc. So I need to expose myself to these things, and I need their money because I didn't have capital. Yeah. So what I would do exactly. So I needed them. So it was a matter of, I really desperately want to showcase my talent to people, but how do I make them trust me? Yeah. So I have to now, my prices have to be low. Adjust my prices, millions are low. So I was just working for zero at the time. Yeah. But it was for the great purpose, because eventually I'm just luring them in. With Mpange, they must know me. They must word of mouth, etc., etc., etc. So my first challenge was having to work for nothing, and also another thing, as Black people, our parents don't really believe in such things. Like, when you want to do a career in fashion, it's like, oh my gosh, go be a teacher. You're teaching. Go apply. They don't really see your vision, and it's a great challenge, because now the minute you don't listen to them, they start devaluing you, right? And at the minute they devalue you, you kind of lose your confidence, because you need them to support you. You need them. You need support. You need people who believe in you. And if it's your family that doesn't believe in your dream, then it's even harder. It is painful having to stay with people, and when they come back, they look at you. You're busy, you're not bringing anything to the table. You're frustrating them and they're acting again. And then now your confidence, it's a constant every day trying to break through the struggle of having to deal with people that don't believe in you, that don't, support you, and you want to give up. Yeah. You really want to go their way. Yeah. You really want to consider now doing this teaching. You understand? And you're sacrificing your dream for other people who are very happy. I understand, Lucy, it's a journey. It's going to take a lot of strength for you to get there. Yeah, I understand. And for you to, when they want to see the money. Where is the money? You understand? Where is the money? You're working every day, you're waking up every day. There's clients coming in and out of my house. Where is the money? You understand? So when you have to constantly, because you don't have sponsorship, nobody's giving you money. Yeah. Every cent you get, you have to buy. If you're doing makeup, you have to buy a foundation. You have to, maybe you started off with a foundation, eyeshadow, and now you now need sponges, you need good brushes, you need, every time there's money that's coming in, if there's low profit, it has to go back to the business. It has to go back to the business. It is growing. The money is coming in, but you don't see it because you're constantly investing in new products, new equipment. You understand? Yeah. So that was a challenge for me, to have people maybe stay with people, and for them to just not value what I do. Yeah. Because I don't wake up every day and who boss then I'm not enough. So it's a challenge. It hurts when it's happening, but you can't give up. Yeah.
Especially doing it for you.
it's your tough challenge. I think that is why we are afraid of starting businesses, because we as you know, Guinea, they want you studied fashion.
Yeah.
We want you to have the money. You were in university for so long. I want this to come back. Where is this money? You understand? And I think it's the lack of patience from our parents, from even our siblings. Maybe we're siblings that. Luckily, my sister was very supportive of my dream. She was the one who applied for me. Yeah, because obviously when I started applying for fashion, hey bo, apply UJ, I got that. Oh, she said there's a 200 because I apply park teller. Now I'm okay. I go to Stephen College. I go study electrical. I don't like this course, by the way. What am I doing here? You know, yes, you are. Even I remember I was doing my M4 at Stephen College, and I'm sitting in this class, and I'm thinking to myself, "Gold, you don't belong here." What I didn't hear the lecture that like the whole entire session. I'm going.
That was the first.
The only thing I'm thinking to myself, "What are you doing here? What are you, like, you're not supposed to be here. All these numbers, girl, it's not for you." You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. And to add on that, I think that's one thing that is killing our country at the moment, because of our parents or other family members have forced us to take professions that were not our calling. We understand. Number one, example, SAPS. What is going on there? Abantu, they're not doing the work. You know why? Because bangene so amanyama family members, not because they've got passion for it. You go to Baragwanath Hospital, sorry to say this, but I have experienced it. You get amanes oguguti, they're not doing their jobs. You know why? It is not their calling. You understand? So it goes back to there. That is why it is killing us. It is actually coming back to us as South Africans. Abazali bethu or other relatives have forced us to take professions they are not for me. You understand? I'd rather stay home. I've got a 14-year-old daughter, and I'm at a point where now I can see ukumfoster ukuthi ayenze into mina ngifuna ukuthi ayenze, angeke isize umphakathi. You understand? Angeke isize umphakathi. And somehow I believe our parents, they've got this tendency ukuthi ngifuna abe yilento mina bengifuna ukuba yiyo ngazange ukuba yiyo. You understand? It's killing us. It's killing us.
It is. That is so true. That is so true.
You know, big time. Okay, let's talk about your highlights about the profession that you do.
Well, I think for me now, you know, the most rewarding thing is not the money.
Yeah.
It is when a client is happy. When someone, I remember there's this lady, I did her makeup and she cried.
Are you serious?
She cried. She was like,
It's
so
lying.
beautiful. Like, she couldn't believe her thing was just with me, you know. And for me, that was so fulfilling. Given it, because it was a dream. It's a dream come true. Yeah. It says to me that you're doing something right.
Changing.
Yes. Yeah. And you know, for clients, maybe also for something, and then I turned and it is like we're happy. You know what I mean? So for me, that is it's a reward for me. So that's my biggest highlight. Seeing my clients smile after there's something, and then maybe also for installation, and then I think, oh my gosh, the last time the new installer, and then they did this to me, and then wow, I'm coming back. I'm coming back. They're referring more people because they're happy. That is fulfilling. Yes, my business is growing, but I'm doing something right, and it's making me happy to see people happy.
And I love the fact you say it's not about the money.
It's not.
It's not about the Nogolide. Okay, that is actually amazing, and I can actually relate to that. Yazi, people, somehow, I feel, Uti, as creatives, we are not actually taken seriously.
Yeah.
They believe arts, you know, or they don't understand what it means to you and how it can change their lives. Because as you say, there's a lot of history that actually bonds with that. Actually, that is the reason why I because of une history and the next thing when you connecting that history with the work that you do, turning her into gold. So I really respect that.
Thank you.
Bigger. I think we're almost done, almost closing the show. Do we still have time?
Yes.
Oh yeah, we still have time.
Can I just come in as well?
Okay, cool.
Sorry, as a ghost this time.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, I was saying that you can definitely come in.
Thanks, Sista. Thanks, Sis Gold. Can I call you that?
Yes, please.
Yeah, no, I love you. You've touched a very important aspect as far as calling. I think I've been listening to the interview now, how the whole hair business, integrated to what you're currently doing, and it comes from the calling itself. You dreamt about it, and I think it's not a question as such, but it's a way of a comment to say you find a lot of people who do get such messages while they are sleeping, but they ignore those things, and you understand. So another part is that you also find, I like what you said, that after you've taken this into consideration and implemented, it was one of the booming businesses. So I think it goes back to, we don't have to ignore what our ancestors are communicating to us. You understand? Because of that, that's why the business is. Because remember, these guys in the past, this is how they were living. In the way they were pilling a call, and now they want to live in us. And once we start ignoring such things, then we belittling ourselves. She has cut at ourselves. So big up to that, my sister, because there's not a lot of people out there looking good like you, makeup with hair, and then they also pursue or they still follow ancestors, or they still follow the message coming from their dreams. Understand what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying, whoever's going to be listening to this or watching this precisely, is that we must not take abantu abadala or ancestors for granted. It's very important, because those people, they play we are Africans after all, and without those people we are nothing. So that's what I wanted to say, to big up to that, and may you prosper, may your ancestors continue to bless you, may God continue to bless you. Thank you.
My ancestors willing and shining that's not bored. So guys, let's talk about Orange Farm.
Wow, it's amazing. When I started, there's something that Steve Harvey says, routine. When you tell your dreams to someone who, like, you're giving your visions or your dreams for a reason, it is God communicating that message to you, that you need to do that thing. You don't have to be sleeping necessarily. Sometimes you see it, you keep on thinking about this thing, it keeps on bothering you. Matter of fact, as in, that is just, it's your gut feelings, your instincts, it's God. He's talking to you, he's telling you that is where you're supposed to go. Right?
Yeah.
And so, because that vision is not given to someone else, it is given to you. You're the only one who understands it, right? So for you now to go maybe sit and that person now understand the vision, and then when alright, just because sometimes we trust other people's opinions because we think they're smart. You understand? You go to a person and you are clever and ideas, and when you share this dream to them, I understand. Yeah. So I met this girl and I was telling her, actually I wanna start selling hair, and so. I wanna start floating, and she tells me, actually I know she was selling hair, And she tells me, oh, that's orange farm, you know what I mean? But me, I need to know. I'm gonna start here and then go sing the orange farm.
Yeah.
I'm just orange farm in the mind.
Yeah.
I'm just orange farm in the mind. Every time I go to the mall, I see people wearing weaves. That's
That's tea. Yeah.
Where are they getting these weaves? Why am I
Yes.
Yeah, I understand. And so for me, I felt I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it in orange farm.
Yeah.
And I've been getting so much support from people from here. I can wake up today and get the promotion.
Yeah.
They will support me so much. And then usually there is money. They will tell you, oh, not just, hey, Mambara week. Me like, here's the sale. That's it. That's right. Yeah, that's
yeah. I love the special.
Yeah. So people in Orange Farm, they do have money. So I'm trying to go to Pondo Booty. Never listen to what other people say. Their opinions don't determine. Then don't tell you.
Yeah.
Let the message you need you when those things in those things. I get go feel over the sentence dama. You think in the sentence. Mina ngqale like see.
And they
Abantu abangaziyo abangithembayo.
Yeah.
Because you know a lot of people have been scammed online shopping. So if you know gold, personally, you've seen me wearing hair and you trust my brand.
Yeah.
So therefore you know where to find me. Yeah, but so I thought to myself, I'm gonna take these services that are rendered because it's in Orange Farm. Yeah, understand? So if you're gonna take a taxi, you install Orange Farm. It's
How much is it?
yeah, but so if I can do it here, they're gonna come. And it's by me, the Orange Farm. So there is business. So the support has been amazing. A lot of people have been referring more people to my business. Every day there's a new inquiry. And I'm happy when I get inquiry, even if I get a 10.
Yeah.
It means a lot of people know about my business.
Yeah.
So the support has been amazing. I'll go maybe yeah, and I get there, a lot of people, oh, hi, we know you from Facebook, you're doing amazing, big up, and done. Hey, people know about me, eh?
People are watching.
People are watching.
Yeah,
people are watching. So others will tell me, you're doing so well, keep pushing, respect you.
Yeah.
So it's fulfilling. And it's heartwarming for me to receive such messages from people.
That is amazing. That is super amazing because somewhere, somehow, like I've met so many different entrepreneurs, and they have elsewhere. You understand? So if you are getting a support from a guys, you are special.
Well,
you are definitely special.
Thank you.
You're definitely special.
I think one other thing that especially when it comes to the hair services and so forth, I don't know if it's the correct term, but it's finding a niche, and then trying to also find the gap. What is missing? The Orange Farm. I think I found that about was Orange Farm. Still
okay.
Right? But when it comes to things such as inwelling, they love people of Orange Farm, they love hair.
They invest.
I'm not saying from and and so I was like, it's sometimes it's just it takes finding what is missing. Yes, there are people who do try to sell hair and who are selling hair, but how can I make it different?
With your
what can I do different?
Yeah.
So with this hair business, I was like, okay, cool, I can sell the hair, but if I can also install it, you understand? So So it's just trying to find things that different. What makes you stand out? What will make it stand out? You know. So yeah, it's built. You build trust.
Yeah.
You build. You kind of build this interest.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And sometimes in shining, there's a mild video. Guys, come get your hair. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it tells him, go, don't ignore it. Don't ignore it. Mama changes the video. Yes, you get that feeling. Yes. So it does work. Even if you don't get response. I think one of the things that is discouraging is not getting a response from people. You post something but true. You went out, hey, yes, that's oh, my phone.
Yeah.
You know, and then you beat yourself up. Don't do it. They are busy commenting, but you're posting email.
Yeah.
I give a comment to status stuck or immediately. You know, so don't expect people's reactions.
Think expectations.
Don't.
And also supposed to you're good.
You're doing it. And like, Mama. I'll post pictures, the makeup, hey, it's nice.
And then, like, we couldn't make sense because as a business person,
you want validation.
Somehow, like, hey,
you want validation.
That
No,
is
they
true.
see it, they love it. It's just that they're not saying it. You know, that is why sometimes you find a lot of people so would see, they view his data as more, right? Because we're not sure the actual post on Facebook, and then I'm like, I'm of views status.
87.
510 though.
Yeah, what?
What's happening? Hey, but these people.
Mara, the likes are 13.
You know, very bon. And actually, very tan. Yes, Mara, I have a jail.
That is true. That is 100%.
Also, when you want to say I'm falling like gold, you want to do things.
Yeah.
Girls, when you think it seems hey, you know, and then you're like, hey, but no comment, that was, you know, but tell you what, they were seeing you, they were appreciating your work, but they just needed consistency from you. That's why you need to be consistent.
Wow.
Consistency.
Yeah. Don't post it.
Post that. Post it. Don't blend that.
I get you. Yeah, keep on doing it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And there's actually one thing that Chef and the Kitchen said on his interview. He said, you know, sometimes Sista V, you go and perform somewhere, and you know, and when you were expecting what's in Kaombe,
Hey, group.
Yeah.
They're gonna come support.
But don't give up. Focus on the people that are there, that are rooting for you, that are supporting you. That is why I always say, for each and every podcast that I do, if I can change in life in one, that's it for me. It doesn't have to be a lot of people. If it's one person, for me, there's a difference.
That is a huge difference.
Because that person knows other people that he can share whatever it is that I said.
That is true.
You understand?
And you know, that thing also, it goes now with business. Where Ufman said, you post your things on social media and you don't get reactions. But learn one thing about business. What will grow your business is word of mouth. Every time the client is like, yo, where is really so nice? You know? Oh, so it's people believe what they hear from the people they associate themselves with. When you post a really nice picture, it might not be you who did that work. Maybe you never know. So if I come to you and say, Sister V, yo, that person is selling your business. And she's more or he's more believable because of general life and we are temp and we are mass.
Exactly.
Yeah, but so that is why business I cool it because you're posting on Facebook or whatever. It grows more near word of mouth. People telling other people. So yeah.
Sure. Like there's just a lot that you're saying, and as a businesswoman, Nami, like there's a lot that I'm learning. A lot that I'm learning. I'm switching it now. I'm switching it. Right? Ekasi, I remember. Okay. Even now, recently, early this year, it was suicidal. But not Mpange, people are killing one another. Lai Orange Farm and Babula Wabantu like us. People that live here. Gunshots, I need a pillar in Agashai. How do you feel about that?
Well, honestly, Nina, I think it's for me it's nothing new. When I grew up, Orange Family dangerous. When I must forget saying when I 2000.
Oh, okay.
It's not as a color shop. So, must forget saying so good to able. Maybe we'll go in the kitchen and I'm fully changed for Kera, a corner shop, whatever. I'll go there. Mangiti, and we are going to back again. You know, and back then I was probably doing primary school. So I've seen so many dead bodies. Like Orange Farm. It's not shocking what is happening out there anymore, you know, because it is what is happening. The only thing that you can do is to pray for protection, is to pray be safe, and you know, so that my relatives or whoever are be safe, because that is unfortunately the situation that is happening right now.
What does it feel for, as much as you say, when you were still young, you could actually see that, and it is still happening? After so many years.
You know, it will take a lot for this to change.
Yeah.
It will take a lot. I don't know what is happening right now, honestly. I think, you know, maybe this more time. No, okay, no, I don't know. I don't know what is really happening. But the only thing that I can say right now is that people need to just pray and pray hard.
Yeah.
Because we don't know what people are going through. We don't know what's causing them to have these, you know, attacks. Why, killing each other? And so we don't know.
Yeah.
You know, so we can only pray and hope for the best.
All right. Can you please share your social handles? The work that you do, how can they make an order? And please also share your address for the studio.
Yeah. So the studio is at Ekaya Driving School. It's in extension 3, just next to Total Garage. So every time man direct meeting is actually Total Garage because you can literally yes. And the view here is nice, so you will appreciate being here. You know, the view is amazing. So people can find me on Facebook. It's Nogolide Precious Mpange. Unfortunately, I have too many friends, so you can only follow me. It's Precious_M on TikTok.
Okay.
And then I have a page on Instagram. It's Gold Designs Beauty.
Okay.
So yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
So now my orders, they can just
So yeah, you can inbox me. Most people inbox me on Facebook.
On Facebook.
Yes. we can literally close the deal on Facebook.
On Facebook.
You know, I'll give you my numbers, obviously, you
Yeah.
know, all the details, but you know, I think a lot of people trust me, and some of them just, I will give them my banking details on Facebook, even people that even have on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can either place your order via inbox, via DMs on Instagram,
Yeah.
and via WhatsApp also, because I give out my number a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, can you please talk to her? Talk to him. Ngicela ume-advise ukuthi angapheli umoya angabi novalo.
Okay, so to the young people, my age, my peers, everybody, I know sometimes it's hard. I know Uti, most times, you know, you get thoughts, you like discouraged, whatever's happening in your life. I've had my moments whereby I wanted to kill myself. So unfortunately, because of time, I can't share the story right now. But please, 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 do not listen to those thoughts. Just believe in what you are given, your talents, your dreams are valid. Do not listen to anybody that tells you otherwise. Go for the dream, chase your dream, and keep on believing in it. It will pay off one day.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time. It really means a lot to me. Isikhathi sakho mostly is very important. My mom always says to me, you know, no matter what. So thank you so much for isikhathi sakho, the work that you're doing. Please keep on keeping on. Nathi sizokurefera kwabani ukuthi sazi umuntu so wasekasilethu wenza izinto ezikanje nakanje. So siyabonga kakhulu sithando sami. May God bless you, as Masingita said. May your ancestors continue to show you the way. Yeah, understand. Siyabonga kakhulu. My name is Felicity Vuyisondoda, aka Sister V, and this is hashtag Ungabi Novalo. Season 3, baby. Nogolide, it's a gold. You can also follow me on Instagram. It's Sista_V_. On Facebook, it's Felicity Doda, and also Sister V. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. So, link.